tash means a pocket. Okay. And the mon that's put in it, that shows that Haman had full pockets. He had a lot of money because he offered a shersel of him shekel kesef for the Yidden. But today is so different. It's the opposite. That the word tash means weakness. Tash koicha means weak. So in other words, and the mon that's in it represents the shkolem that the Yidden gave. Because it states that when Haman met Mordechai and he saw them sitting with children, so he asked him what he's teaching the children about. And he told them that he's teaching them about the shkolem, Machzor Shekel, that they counted the Jews. And there's a Tosfos in Megillah, the Tosfos says that 600,000 shkolem adds up to 600, adds up to, the Machzor Shekel adds up to 10,000. The Tosfos in Megillah there. So Haman said that your shkolem will be mevatel my money that I'm giving against the Jews. So they say that the mon represents the shkolem that the Yidden gave, the Machzor Shekel, which that was tosh through that weakened Haman. And some say that the mon, today they make it with apricots or with raspberry, strawberry, I don't know. But more they used to make it with mon. Mon is what they call poppy seeds. And mon in Yiddish is spelled mem hey nun. And mem hey nun is the name of Haman. It represents Haman's weakness. And what's the corners? The corners is it's called the Chokane Rishoy Magadeya. Chokane Rishoy means the horns. So that's why they make corners. A cat in obvious, you know. Different pshatim. Also, I saw this. We didn't learn about it in Shulchan Aruch. We learned in Shulchan Aruch that you have to have the Suda, right? But the question is, do you have to wash for the Suda? It fits with that, you wash. But the Magen Avraham says that you don't have to wash on Purim. But everyone else disagrees with him and holds that you do have to wash on Purim.
What's his reason?
Huh?
What's Magen Avram's reason?
I think he brings a ayah from the fact that if you forgot Al Anisim in the benching, you don't have to repeat it. When there's a Chi of Suda, if you forgot to mention Shabbos, so you have to repeat it.
That's not right.
I think so.
And that's if you forget Alvis, you don't say it over again either.
I'm not sure what his reason is, but that's what he says. He said we don't find that the emes is the reason could be pashas, because they didn't eat a meal over there. They just had mishta yayin. There was no food over there by the Suda. He said we're going to yes, no. The wine played a very important role. Vashti knitted the mishta yayin. Esther came from Kaima. Esther invited them to mishta yayin. So, stating that they had a meal, and a meal without bread is not considered a meal. It's considered more like a Zubeißen, you know, a preparation.
The reason we have a meal on Purim is just to celebrate the miracle. It's to remember the Suda Achashverosh.
The question is, do you need bread by the meal?
Like any yontif.
Do you have to wash?
But are we you're saying it's to remember the Suda Achashverosh?
Huh? No. But he says we don't. The Rabbi said we don't find that there was a meal.
Any yontif, you have a meal. How do you celebrate? You have a meal. It's not
A statement. What is the meal?
I'll say yontif.
It says Suda. Suda is defined by.
So Yom
by,
Kippur
by,
make
by,
a
bread.
suda also. Because they celebrate yontif.
So most halachos from say you do need bread, but you ask him what's his reasons. I'm telling you what his reason is. Now, when we have the Suda, I saw this today. There's a minhag by the Suda that you start the Suda before the Shkia. You daven mincha, and before the Suda, he said, but there's a state that you should. We're going to over here also. You should draw the Suda into the next night also. Pasha, the Pashas for some it is because the next night some people celebrate. Those that live in a city that has a chayma, what they call Shushan PURIM, so we're joining with them. We're mishtatev with them in their Suda. That's why our Ikar Suda is Bayayim, and the extension of the Suda into the night is to be mishtatev with those that are making a Suda mitzad Purim. I saw a different type. You may mishta the simcha, right? Days of mishta and simcha. So the question is, what's considered a day? So according to Mordechai, the day starts from the night and then goes the day. Like by Yeder, by Yibayka, Yom so and so. According to Haman, it's the reverse. But according to Haman, the day and the night follows a part of the day. Up to midnight, 12 o'clock, is still the previous day. So May Mishta B'Simcha, we want to celebrate according to each one's interpretation of day. So according to Mordechai's interpretation of day, we start the Suda by day before the Shkia, because after the Shkia, it will come, says it is the end of the day. But according to by Haman, it was still day. And being that by Haman it was day, so we're separating Mishnah Simcha on when he considered day. That's why we drag the Suda at night into the day.
The Babich Minhag, you're saying?
Huh?
This is the Minhag Chabad.
It's not after Minhag Chabad. We learned it in Shulchan Aruch. But the Rebbe always, the Verbrengen from Purim was at night. It was an extension of the Suda.
Because by Kodshim, Halala had
Okay, that's another reason. But this was like an extension of the Suda. So you're saying, and I'm saying because we're celebrating on Haman's day. Haman wanted to Chas Shama Gzeya for Yidden. So we're celebrating on his day. That's what we're celebrating also. Okay. Let's take a look here in Shulchan Aruch. We still have some to learn inside. We'll do Siman Steve Zion.
Sefer, they heard.
An oval.
Where is it? What page? What page? What?
Kupam Beis, and we're Siv Zion. An oval, that means what he's talking now, he's not talking about the Indian of, like, before we're going to talk about Einin, but now it's talking about if someone, Chas v'Shalom, lost the parents, he's an oval whole year. So he's saying that her oval, a Philatek Shiva, that not only the entire year, or a Philatek Shiva, Chai b'matanos Rav Yoinim. The Chiddush is, what does it mean, Philatek Shiva? Because the Tek Shiva is more chomer, the Avelis is stronger than the entire year. The Avelis weakens during the year. And B'Tek Shiva is more Avelis. So he's saying, a Philatek Shiva is Chai b'matanos Rav Yoinim. V'gam, L'shloach monos v're'eu. He has to, like anyone else, he has to do matanos Rav Yoinim and L'shloach monos. Umikom mokem, however, v'yishlach davar shel simcha. You shouldn't send like a fancy shalchmonos. Be a simple shalchmonos.
No mashkia.
Aval ein shalchem monos kol shneim osa chodesh. To the Oval himself, he has to send, but you don't send to him. Afilu davar she'einish shel simcha, which you're not supposed to give. Any matana makes a person happy, and you're not supposed to make him happy. So, you're not supposed to send him shalchmonos. What people do is they say that they're not sending it to the oval, they're sending it to the family. Elo im hu oni, if he's an oni, so then mutar l'shloach roi mois, you gotta send him matanos Rav Yoinim. But that's tzedakah. Oisha davar she'einish shel simcha. It means money that is not a special. It's not a special simcha. I mean, for him to receive money, he'll be happier, of course, but it's not the thing itself is not a davar shel simcha. V'im ein b'mokem hahu rak ha'ovel im echad. Now we say that Moshe Mishloach Monos has to be Ishra de Eil, right? To one person you have to send 2 monos. So what if the whole city, it's over here it's talking about, it's a village someplace where there's only 2 Jewish families over there. So normally one sends to the other. Now if you're saying that you can't send to him, so what's the other guy going to do with the Mishloach Monos? So he's saying, V'im ein b'mokem ahu rak ha'ovel im acha, someone else, chayiv l'shloach roi k'dei l'kayim mitzvah mishloach monos. So you have to send them in order to be mekayim. You have no breder. So to be mekayim mitzvah mishloach monos, so it's an exception of the rule when you can send to another. I told you, the Welt Fitzel that if they send they say they're sending to the wife or they're sending to the family, and not specifically to the other.
The customers you could send them a whole year.
He doesn't talk about over here the din. We know that when Moshe, let's say, a noble daven for the Yomid. Could a noble daven for the Yomid on PURIM?
Why not?
Huh?
It's not a yantiv in the sense of.
You know, you said it's not a yontif. Before you said it was a yontif.
Huh?
When it came to the Suda, you said it was a yontif.
Not that,
Make up your
that's
mind.
connected with
Is it a yontif? Is it not a
yantiv
yontif?
that you don't do mulacha, where it says kamlach saved leisasu, or that v'samachta b'chagecha.
The truth is that some places they don't allow an avot daven on PURIM, Well, Lubavitch minhag is that how do you decide if it's a yontif? L'moshe Chodesh, an oval can't daven. Is that a yontif? Yeah, for the women it's a yontif, but the women don't daven for the Yom Bayos. Right? So what's the rule? When an oval could daven, when an oval can't daven?
You don't go to the Beis HaChaim either.
Huh?
You don't go to Beis HaChaim on
The answer is that it depends if there's a tefillas musaf. On a day where there's tefillas musaf, so an oval cannot daven. But on a day where there's no tefillas musaf, then an oval could daven.
Chanukah they daven.
Huh?
Chanukah they daven.
Because
Doesn't
that's a
do
real
it.
yontif.
Yeah. That's how the Lubavitch.
Chanukah they daven. Hallel they don't daven. Let's send up another chazan for Hallel.
That's a different thing. Halal is because steht dort in Roya Mason, how we call.
But the ovel's not a mess.
Hmm?
The ovel's not a mess.
But it's a base of oval.
But the whole year is not based on ovel. The whole year is in shul already.
So this dinner is, we're talking during Shiva, there's a minion in the oval's house. So on Hanukkah, the oval's chuyev in Halal, was Hanukkah, on Halal, they made it kavu for Halal, one of the things. But he can't be the one to daven for the Yomad.
But I think even the whole year, in 770, I think the ovel goes away for Hallel. He doesn't daven, someone else davens Hallel.
The whole year.
Huh? Chanukah, no? So Chanukah, he doesn't daven.
It davens. It doesn't.
He davens, he doesn't do Hallel. There's another
Doesn't
chaz.
give up.
Well, that's a different thing, but Hanukkah, why did he daven for the Yomad Abba? Because there's no Musaf. Only if there's Musaf, it can't daven. Then by Halal, even though he's davening, because there's no Musaf, he is not the one that says Halal.
So he takes an extra drink, he doesn't have to daven. So most, this Musaf.
Okay.